Today, I'd like to speak to you about intention, also in Sanskrit called bhavana. So, bhavana is all about how you will set your intention, the tone of the rest of your day, if you do it in the morning, to make sure that you stay like a red line on one path. Intention is really important. It's pretty much your purpose, whatever you do. And if you're purpose driven, mission driven, it gives us a different essence in life. And it also takes us away from the depressed moments, the anxious moments, because you're intentionally living in the present moment and go with the flow. If you're tuned in with the universal forces and knowing exactly when to act and when not to act. The teachings that I'm currently receiving by Shaolin Temple Europe by Master Shi Heng Zuan and Master Shi Heng Zuan. And this, sorry, side note, I'm half Chinese German. I can still not pronounce the Chinese names correctly. And my sparring partner, Muriel Sikot, she's way better at pronouncing them. Sorry, it's a side note, I know. So intention is something important in our lives. And I'll give you an example. And I share something from my own personal life. 1 year ago, I was diagnosed with a tumor in my left breast. I managed to let that go. It was benign, but yet again, you don't want anything in your body. And I realized when that happened, it was such a wake-up call. I realized, what are you really intending to do with these self-care programs if you cannot take care of yourself? You need to walk your talk. You need to embrace it. You need to live it. You need to breathe it. So I totally changed. I changed the people around me. I changed my surroundings. I changed then also within my habits, my thought practices and patterns and habitual patterns. I changed my self-care practice. And I started to really have the intention to love myself every single day a bit more and to do only the things that will contribute to my healing process, intentionally choosing the activities and the functions in my life that will master myself in such a way that I can master myself better. 5 months ago, when I started the self-mastery program, it was for me just to go into further and deeper into the practice. I felt called in doing so to know how physically I can become stronger, how I can heal my body from within through the physical movement, through creating more life force, chi, energy in my body, and how to nurture also my fire, my Agni, my predominant dosha in Ayurvedic perspective, my Vata dosha, my air, because I have predominantly these two elements within myself, which means I can overburn. But how do I create the middle pathway? How create homeostasis in my nervous system? How do I know how to activate my parasympathetic nervous system and my sympathetic nervous system? To find a balance, how I deal with my job, which is demanding and challenging, and especially something new for me because I totally changed my career, while trying to heal my body at the same time and walking on this path because I went more in my spiritual life within, meaning I changed the way how I went out, how I interacted with people, and only a certain extent that I needed to be able to go back into my cocoon. And sometimes we need this to go back into retreat within ourselves and not being so outgoing because you don't want to disperse your energy too much because you need this energy for yourself at that very moment to be able to give to others and to step to your mission and your purpose. And slowly I'm getting back out of my cocoon. I'm sharing this with you because walking your talk, that is intention. Taking care of yourself every single day to heal, that is intention. That is bhavana. Every yoga practice we teach, we set an intention if this is gratitude, if this is love, if this is space. The steady way of finding strength while finding ease. The elasticity, how Master Shi Heng Zuan speaks of, and how we in the yoga practice speak about finding that balance, that moderation. And it's up to you to find that. I cannot teach you this. I can only share with you tools. And self-care is really an individual journey. So it's not always butterflies and rosy times. No, it's not. If you hit rock bottom many times, if you have walked out of relationships, if you have gone through mental, physical, emotional abuse, let that go. Work on your healing process. Don't get stuck in victimhood and victimization. I hope this all makes sense. Namaha.